Traditions, they travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions, they remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions, they travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy. Hello everybody, thanks for tuning in. We are about to get started on playing game 2. We've got Oak City and the Mustangs. And no, this is not Dave. Dave is calling the Rink 2 game that I believe is just finishing. So he should be over here with us momentarily. But if this game starts, I'm just going to leave you guys to listen to the background sound until he gets here, because you don't want me to call him. Thanks.
Hello, hello. There we are. Hello, lacrosse fans. Running over from the Nashville Oak City Owls game, playing game one, just wrapping up on the other floor. Looks as though the Oak City Owls will be moving on to take on the Spirits here on this floor momentarily. We'll have the Oaks taking on the Mustangs. Mustangs, 2 ties so far. No more ties allowed. We will get overtime if things remain tied at the end of regulation. If I find my rules sheet, I'll explain to you in a minute what the overtime rules look like for the rest of the day. Let me get settled in here. I apologize for the delay. How's everyone doing out there? You having a good Saturday? Got my Mustangs sheet here. Looking for the Oaks. I don't believe I've had many Oaks games so far. Just one on this floor earlier today. There we are.
I'm going to scoot pretty soon.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
We're just waiting on one official finishing up the play-in game. I will go over and make sure we get this going as quickly as possible for you.
Home away.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations. Passed down from hand to hand.
Brian finishing up the game over there, hustling his way over. We will be starting momentarily here. Brian on the hop. in net for your Paper City Oaks. Cameron Pilon starting for the Mustangs. Sid Johansson, the junior Mustangs product. It's good to see growth of the youth game across the U.S. and seeing the products of that come up to this league, making it to the championship. Burfee facing off for the Mustangs on the Oaks side of things. Number 21, not listed on my game sheet. Mustangs come up with it and will get the first chance at things. Mustangs at 0-1 and 2, 2 ties, including a last-minute thriller, putting the goal away with 4 seconds left to tie it up and get themselves in this game. Oaks, a rough start to the tournament against the Spirit. Wonder how that did for their Spirits through the rest of the round robin. They'll look to turn things around here. Winner of this game get in a date with the Boston Nor'easters, another undefeated team at 2-0 and 1. Looking across the net. A big save out of Sid Johansson, moving the ball up the floor. Mustangs a little late change and no such break happening here. Mustangs settling into their offensive set. Ball swung over. Late shot, unable to find the net. Ball will go the Oaks' way. Oaks moving the ball quickly. Good roll underneath, finds space, unable to find the net. No touch. Ball going the Mustangs' way. Mustangs clearing the ball. McKenna looking to settle in. Hess carries up the field, engages his defender, looks for help from his fellow lefty behind the back, unable to find anything. A little tied up, awkward interaction there, but he's fine. Jumps back in, throws a shoulder. The Oaks player able to eat it for the time being. How does he still have that ball? Oaks will have a penalty coming here. 78 on the Mustangs. Caden Ulrich making his way to the box. Just an awkward interaction. The ball's away, and he continues to engage with his offensive player. I believe he thought he had the ball. Thinking you had the ball doesn't make you innocent, though. They'll go to the bench, go to the box for 2 minutes. Waiting for the penalty to come up on the board. They have it now. Here comes the Oaks power play. Caden Paddleford at the top. His brother on the lefty shooter side setting a pick. Ball out of bounds. Paddleford asking for a tip. Referees did not see it that way. Mustangs have the ball. Blows it in. Minute 30 to go on the penalty kill. Oaks content with where they're at right now. Here comes the pressure. Big check knocks the ball loose. Able to chase down his own loose ball. Ball pops up. Oaks looking to move quickly. A long way from their power play. Wow. A good goal. Griffin Rochelle, length of the floor, picks up a loose ball. Doesn't stop, able to bounce it high over Sid's outstretched glove. First goal of this play-in game. Both teams here looking for their first win. They'll need 4 in a row to become champions. Murphy with the win. An awkward pass as he's checked, handled by Hess. Hess going hard towards the net, through 2 defenders, gains his balance, and a goal. Wow, what an individual effort. Unbalanced, gets up and over the crease, finding the corner as Cam steps out towards him. He's got to imagine he doesn't have much of a shot. Just seems to recover just a step or 2 prior to going to get into the net. Really a great goal there. Here come the Oaks, tied up 1-1, just over 5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Murphy not allowing the pick to happen. Attacking that top foot here, going to the net, driving hard. Looks like he has some space. Backhand shot to the 5-hole, shut down. Johansson able to corral it. Moves it over to McKenna. McKenna looking for a help. Finds McElrick. Sullivan to help his righty buddy. Finds some space over the top. Works it to the lefties. Feeds it into the middle. Sullivan, shot on net. Just wide. No reset coming. Oaks moving up the floor. Mustangs defense just in time to shut down that break. Good job by the offense getting off the floor there. Last couple of changes happening here. Full 5 change for both sides. Defense versus offense here. Slides towards the middle. Does not find the connection. And we'll go the Mustangs' way. 3:55 as the Mustangs enter the zone. A big hit coming through the middle. Ball fed up to the top on the run. Those type of shots are rarely going to trouble Cam Pilon. Big goalie, steps out on his angles. Good athlete. Here come the Mustangs. Hess around the outside. Unable to find the net as it bounces out into the stands in Utica. The Oaks will move it up the floor. A good start to this game. Both teams feeling each other out, finding their offensive sets, working transition. Some quality lacrosse on display here, and it's only going to get better as this evening goes on. Quarterfinal matchups happening next. We'll be back to 2 floors playing at the same time for both quarterfinal sets. Following this game, a 20-minute break. A reset called off the pipe. It's going to stay Oaks ball. Semifinals later on tonight. We started with 10 teams. We're down to 9 now. We're going to get to 2. 7 more teams will be eliminated this evening. Gavin McKenna, I was told about this speed. He's a transition player. He likes these opportunities, but Cam Pilon is a great goalie who's not going to let him have it. Oaks moved the ball up the floor. They got just a step ahead as the Mustangs try to come in. Bang, bang, save. Some good ball movement there, getting themselves the opportunity. And here goes McKenna again. Not looking to turn the Jets on, just wants to settle the team down, get the offense their look. McElright coming over. The Morrisville pickup, trying his best for his new team, the Mustangs. Unable to put one away there, but a good opportunity created by Charlie. captain, Alex Linder, putting in the effort out there. You're seeing him all over the floor. Over and back. It's going to be picked up. Looked to be picked up by the Mustangs. A possible delay there, but I believe his stick was in a natural position for the contact. Sullivan working hard to free up his teammate, Cole Pedestro-Peroso. Oaks will get another look here. 30 seconds to go in the half. All tied up at 1. Someone wants to break this tie. There it is. An outstanding goal. Number 25, Caden Paddleford, the assistant captain. Paddleford brothers running that left side strong all weekend. Makes it 2-1 Oaks as we head into the quarter here. A 2-1 lead for the Oaks. 10 minutes down, 10 minutes to play. I'm going to be joined here by Tony Gray, of the coach for the Virginia Golden Bears.
How's it going, Dave?
Tony, what do you think of this game so far?
Pretty tight, right? We're getting into where it means a little bit more. It's a little free flowing is not evident as much. Every possession, you're kind of thinking of, you know, how you're going to maximize in this possession, which is typical of any tournament, right?
With your team finishing in third place in the round robin, what's it like stepping out of this round robin format, moving into the bracket play, win or go home? What's kind of your thoughts, and what are you communicating to your team before a game like this?
Well, we're really just talking about execution, right? Just kind of focusing on what is the Golden Bears brand, what do we want to do, and just paying attention to the scouting reports, right? So our last game we lost by 1 goal. It was a tight goal. I give full credit to the Isotopes and coming out with the victory on that. We had a little internal discussion about just kind of buying into what the coaching staff wants them to do, and so we'll see how the boys respond in the next game. We got a nice, tough game with the Lakers, so looking forward to that matchup. A team that can score a lot of goals if you're not really paying attention to your matchups.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple good players there who could punish you quickly. You know, you're talking about really settling into the way you play. That's a good way to combat the nerves that might come from an elimination game like this. Don't get too jumpy. Just rest on what you've done all year to get you here. It's playing lacrosse at the end of the day. Not much changes.
Exactly.
Here we go. Beginning of the second quarter. Clock set. Goalies are set. Officials going to get this thing going. Number 21, Nathan Powers on the face-off for the Oaks. Hess working hard all game, finds his way to the front of the net, but will be denied by Cameron. Cameron, a quality goaltender, get hot at the right time. This could be the difference. Sullivan takes a slip. He looks okay. Oaks shopping around on offense. Alex Linder passes it off to Paddleford, who finds his way into the net, sneaks one by.
And that was just a nice pick, right? A nice pick and slipping off the pick. Just releases off, plenty of space. Defense didn't pay attention to their matchups on that, right? That guy should know that pick is coming and be able to react to that.
Yeah, no one came as Paddleford came over to the lefty side. No one came with him. You use that pick and roll to create a 2-on-1. They already had the 2-on-1, and it just did not leave their defender any room to make something happen. A quick one here.
We almost had a 2-goal swing here, but great job by the goalie on that part.
Bailing out his defense there. Murphy able to get a stick on it, trying to break up that pass, but it unfortunately just pops up just how the Oaks would like it. Here is the chance for the Mustangs looking to get back in this game. Charlie the Morrisville pickup having a good weekend for the Mustangs.
It was a little too late of a pass, in my opinion. Probably should have passed that. Probably should have made that pass, because even if he would have got it, there was not many opportunities for him.
Cutter down the backside, unable to connect. Corrals the pass off the boards. Oaks will still get their set. About 14 seconds on the shot clock. Going to be a short one here, but time to get things working.
3 righties down picking, coming across, another pick.
Wow.
That is a nice goal right there.
Canadian lefty out of William Priest scores a goal. 4-1. The Oaks are rolling. I was a bit surprised to see them so far down the standings. This has been a quality team. We've seen a lot coming out of the New England bracket. New England bracket, really a competitive place, a tough place to get out of. Teams really cut their teeth there. And we're a lot of the teams, a lot of the regions sending the same team year over year at the start of this league. New England didn't get that memo. sending a new guy every year.
One of the things I like to see the Mustangs do is they're kind of letting Paper City get through the middle, right? You want to let them get around the edges, but not go right down the middle. That's their defense has got to tighten that up a little, especially in a playoff.
Your goalie's been playing quality minutes all season long, or all tournament long. Give him the chances to see those shots, react to the outside shots. Inside, the goalie's playing from behind. Ball tipped. Mustangs able to pick it up. Nearly sends a buddy pass up the floor. This is why you don't run the ball towards the benches.
Yeah, this is a perfect example.
As the players are running to the bench to change, they're able to continue to defend you. You run to the far side, you're going to get a lot more space. Instead, the ball is knocked out of the Mustangs player's stick into the Oaks bench, and the Oaks will retain possession.
Looks like we're going to have 3 lefties strong. Most teams have 3 righty strongs on most of their lines, but here's a little difference here. So a lot more space for the righties here.
The Paddleford brothers unable to connect there. Backdoor pass, just not enough time. Dunk attempt off the crossbar, back into the Mustangs crease, able to pick it up and throw it away. Simply a waste of possession.
Yeah.
That was a shot clock that was not reset there. It'll reset now.
One of the things we talk about a lot is about possessions, right? So there's 5:17 left here. It's 4-1. You really, from an offensive standpoint, if everything's even as par, it's 5 possessions to each team, and our message is we want to steal some possessions, right? And the Mustangs missing that pass just a little earlier just gave a possession away that, in my opinion, the Oaks really don't deserve, right? But that's how the game's played. You want to steal those possessions.
Caden Paddleford making his way to the penalty box behind the play. Two minutes, unsure of the penalty call there, being so far behind the play. May have been a bit of mouthing off.
So we got our standard just box defense. We haven't really seen any like specialty man down types of plays. Sometimes you'll see a team play like a diamond, but it's been pretty traditional with the 2 guys up top trying to play 3. And I haven't seen the team really rotate up at all either.
Yeah,
putting a lot of faith in their goalies to stop those outside shots.
That's right. The goaltending play has certainly increased throughout the history of this league. The IQ of the teams has increased as well. More and more man-up plays being drawn up. We'll see how that develops. I can see why teams focus on the power play. I think over the next few years, that penalty kill will get the attention it deserves. Just as much of an important part of special teams, especially if you're the type of team that's liable to take some penalties. A good pick and roll, going to get a chance on the man down here. Turned away by Johansson.
That was a great save. The refs are really letting those chops go this whole tournament. And sounds like the Nor'easter coaches were probably arguing that can't just let him chop on a guy's arm. And they're going to the box now. Referee's giving him a little bit of warning there. Bench kind of calm it down.
Yeah, seven coaches on the bench for the Oaks. They really want to limit it to just the head coach talking with the referees. They're going to award possession the other direction. No, pardon me, a penalty called on the bench.
Or if you're just a casual box fan, you're probably wondering, why do they have that fifth guy sitting on top? There's really not a benefit to having 2 extra men on a power in the box game. So you generally just have a guy back, take away transition.
With just one guy on top of the triangle defense, you don't need that extra man to get the pass up and around. You create space quicker, make the goalie move more by going from one shooter to the other, as you see here. Well defended, a good shot by McElrick. Cut pass down floor, given his man coming out of the box, Paddleford, a good chance at going to fight for this. Down to a 5-on-4, just one man down, nearly a minute killed off this power play by the time these guys engage. Swung over, 5-hole eaten up by Cam. Sullivan in front, Cam all over this, having a great game so far. I've heard some outstanding things about this guy, Beecher's. Nothing but great things to say. Haven't seen him in plenty of tournaments. We're excited to see him really find his form in this tournament now. Maybe he just wanted the long way to get into the finals. More lacrosse. Oaks happy to wait this one out. Paddleford working with the captain, Alex Linder. Ball stopped, moved up the floor. 20 seconds or so left on the power play. Going to try to take one more look at it. Going to have to get off quickly. They're going to get the power play on in time. 10 seconds to go. The last thing you want to do is bang one off the boards to the breaking Oaks player out of the bench. A shot here. Nearly what I called out there. Able to knock that down as the Oaks player comes out of the box. He's hiding behind him. Able to just sense it out right before the end. Shot clock not reset there in time. Wow. Solomon Hess with a goal. Coming over the top of his defender. Finding that bottom left corner. I'm a goalie, that's the side I see things from. Bottom left corner as Cam drops that knee down, unable to move over and take away any more of that side, really just trying to set that pipe. Solomon takes one extra step to open up the space. You can see on our replay there, you don't see anything. Solomon's stick reaching to the inside, just get that little bit extra angle.
And that's a tough goal to kind of give up when you were down 2 men, able to hold them, and you just become even. The coaching staff, we don't really tell them they're even at that point because we don't want them to kind of have any opportunity, because there's always that tendency in that little 5 seconds after where they're trying to organize where goals are scored, as you just saw. Yeah,
killing a two-man power play up 4-1 is a huge momentum boost, and there goes that momentum. Here come the Mustangs, able to bring it within 2. Now a timeout by the Mustangs with 27 seconds remaining. They're going to get a look with the goalie pulled. Sid Johansson already on the bench, letting the Oaks know they're pulling. Their goalie, Alex Linder, the captain of the Oaks, standing just over the shoulder of this Mustangs huddle, trying to get some information.
Or trying to prevent them from giving information to each other right there. Little gamesmanship. Yeah. We said it at the same time.
The little things.
Hey, this is one of the nuances that this is becoming more common, right? Teams now know they're more box teams. They're not field teams. They know to pull a goalie in this situation. Last possession, they probably won't go to somewhere between 12 and 8 seconds, depending on their personnel and what they want to get done, right? But They're going to try to get that last shot, not give an opportunity for the Oaks to get a shot on that open net. This Oaks goalie, we were lucky enough to play them yesterday, and one of the scout reports on this goalie is he's really good if he sees you and he doesn't have to move. So we really talked about a lot of skip pass and then shooting immediately off a skip pass.
I've noticed he's a little slow moving left to right, moving when that skip pass comes. I think it's a bit of an intentional thing. Good save by Cam there.
Yeah, and he also plays a little farther out an outside shot. So that skip pass, he gives a little bit more real estate on the back end. If you can get it through quickly, it's a good one-timer.
He's okay giving up a little bit more of the net. If he's set, he's able to make that save and move quickly. Philly giving themselves a chance there, but the score will remain 4-2 heading into halftime. A 5-minute break coming here. Tony, any thoughts before we send it to commercial?
I mean, it's typical of a playoff game, right? We got only 6 goals scored in a half, where the games are a lot higher in the free play, as I call it, right? So teams, like I said, are trying to value every possession. Something you might argue sometimes overthinking things, right?
Yeah, the offense tightens up a little bit.
Yeah.
The defense gives that extra little bit of effort. It's great to see these matchups, low-scoring games as a goalie. For me, it's a lot of fun to watch. All right, folks. Well, we'll catch you in just a little bit here. See you in a little over 4 minutes.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game.
When it was a gift from the Creator.
A sacred rite. A curing ritual. Traditions. They travel through the generations, passed down from hand to hand, bringing us back to a time worth revisiting. This is our tradition. This is your passion. This is traditional lacrosse.
Vanguard Lacrosse, built by players who believed the game deserved better. Born on Long Island and set out to create lacrosse equipment that combines premium materials, advanced engineering, and a level of quality that players can rely on every time you step on the floor. With a focus on creating equipment that earns its place on the field, gear designed with intention, tested for the demands of the game, and built to perform when it matters most. From their shafts and mesh to custom uniforms and team gear, every product is developed with performance, durability, and the player experience at the forefront. Visit their website today to check out all they have to offer. Vanguard Lacrosse, lead your legacy.
Four-two game heading into the second half. Tony, you got anything for us?
I actually want to kind of flip the switch and ask you, like, you know, the teams are probably strategize what they're going to do. Well, what does a goalie do when you come in these breaks? Are you just kind of mentally getting recharged? Are you listening to anything? Are you giving your D a couple pointers? What? Give us a goalie perspective.
Yeah, sitting in the back of the defense, you see everything happening in front of you. You're going to see what the offense is doing better than nearly anybody else. You got to tell your defense what you need out of them to get the shots you want to see from the other team's offense. Certainly want to dictate what's happening in front of you any way you can. Also, like you said, just reset. Take a breath. Try to recharge. An over and back heading towards the Oaks way. The Oaks with the first real possession here in the second half.
I'm always curious first couple possessions because you come out and this is when players will intentionally, hopefully, try to do what the coaching staff wants them to do, right?
Let's hope, if they listen.
Yeah, exactly.
They may have just been daydreaming. Here comes Oaks, outside shot, eaten up by Sid. In his helmet, doesn't quite feel it yet.
So we have Isaiah Davis-Allen, who plays for the Wings, and he played for the Redwoods. And we were just asking, what happens after a coach gives you some information, either in a timeout or a halftime? He's like, you usually listen to him, then you just go out and do your own thing.
Yeah. In the heat of the moment, it's tough to remember what someone told you. It's really instincts that take over at this high speed. A quick turnover. Unable to get the reset. Ball settled in behind the net. Oaks coming down for their next opportunity. Saved by Sid. Recovers well. Makes the follow-up save. There to set a pick as well. Spring his defender.
One of the things I'm not seeing on either offense as a regular part of our offense is kind of swinging the ball from one side to the other. They're really elected to play one half, which kind of makes it easier for the goalie as well as the defense on that side. So I don't know if it's just legs are starting to give away, and we know when you get tired, some of the mental things, you get mental lapses.
Wow. A big hit there. Staying down, Oaks up the floor. Linder passed over. Up top, ball dropped, but the Oaks will maintain possession.
This is one of the things you're seeing as teams get a little tired. Their passing, their decision making is just a little off, and it's pretty evident in the box game, right? You really have to have the chemistry. Wow, that was a great play by number 6.
William Kreese coming across the net, moving it to the left side of his body. Great control. We'll see the replay here. Coming around his defender, just kind of rises up, swings it to the left side of his body down towards the corner of the goal, puts one away to make it 2-5.
That's a righty coming down A weird angle, gets that pass, and I think he just tried to make a most of a bad angle shot, try to increase the angle on that, and it paid off in his favor.
That's not one you practice during your wall ball sessions. That's just having time with your stick, playing around and being comfortable with it. An unfortunate pass there forces an over and back. McKenna will pick it up as the Mustangs go for their next offensive possession. Need to answer here soon. Try to get some momentum back in their favor. A good pick by Sullivan's gonna knock him on his butt. Refs aren't gonna allow that one. Alex Linder sends one long. Oaks in their offensive end, settling into a rhythm.
They're really playing spaced out a lot more than they did in the first half. And why do you play spaced out? If the defense will come to you, just like that, you get a lot more open area. It creates a lot more angles for passing and shooting.
Oaks defense pours out of their bench. The Mustangs looking to get set up. 15 seconds on the shot clock before 13 seconds before the last offensive guy gets on the floor. Not much of a possession there. Plenty of time to make something happen, but you're not going to get a second or third look. Wow. Cam just off his angles there. You could see it from the pass coming to the righty shooter, and then he does not adjust as it comes back to the right side. He's way too far to his left, and number 92,
Brian
Beatson, able to take advantage of it there, bring it within 2 goals. 5 minutes to go in the third.
Yeah, and I was just talking about swinging the ball back and forth, right? They swung it twice to create that opportunity. So you can bet the goalie was not in position to take that shot.
It's part of what happens when you're playing so far out. You don't have those pipes there to reinforce where you are in the net. You're kind of in no man's land. You hope to use the crease as Alex Linder brings the ball down the right side. You hope to use the crease as what's going to tell you, but you're in an unfamiliar arena. You don't have those points of reference that you would have at home. Philly taking the ball before Gavin McKenna.
Smart
Aiden
decision.
McKenna. I might even call him Gavin for a few periods here. Aiden McKenna, not the professional hockey player. Mustangs entering in on the lefty side, looking to find some space, swings to the righty, an outside shot. Not the look that's going to beat Cam here.
You got 5 seconds. They got to just
dumps
get it
one
on.
in. Cam able to handle it off the backboards. That might have turned into something for Charlie there. He stuck with the play, but Cameron denies it. Oaks getting their offense on the floor. 20 seconds to go. That's the difference sometimes. Actually being able to get a second or third look, but they are also taking their time getting set up. They're going to engage for the first time. 10 seconds on the shot clock here. Swings to the Paddleford brothers over on the left side, over the top. Fights for some space, needs to pull the trigger. Shot clock goes. Mustangs will bring it up here. 3:21 left in the third period. 5-3 Oaks. Mustangs looking to bring themselves 1 goal closer. Fighting through the middle, able to hold on to it for a minute there, but drops it. This guy's fast. Able to retain the possession, taking it off the boards. 17 on the shot clock. Oaks again getting their offense going just a little late. They had a good opportunity, so this is their second chance of this possession. Wow.
That's a nice outside shot.
Kenny Doohan finds the back of the net, puts it to the far pipe, low to low. Coming in, pedals backward, sidearm shot, just beats Sid Johansson.
Just plants his feet in the ground and just closes his eyes and takes the shot as hard as he can. Just kidding. I'm sure he knew exactly where he was placing it.
Some comparison between the two goalies. Sid playing a lot further back. That's what makes the saves that much easier for Cam, but it also risks, as we've seen earlier, getting yourself out of position working so high up. Mustangs create a turnover. Alex Linder chasing him down. Going to get a penalty for a hold as he wraps around him.
In a minute 43, it's 6-3 with the Oaks on top.
A late goal here, bringing it closer.
So if the Mustangs can play their cards right, they should get 2 possessions in this last minute 43. If they could score on both of those, they could bring it to 6-on-5 in a perfect situation.
Mustangs with a chance on the power play here. Not a must-score situation, but certainly they need some here, especially if they're going to continue to let up goals on their defensive end. Swings it over to Sullivan, up to the shooter, step in. Pieced off of Cameron's glove. Going to stay with the Mustangs. Another look here, minute 30 to go on the power play. A lefty strong power play. Swinging the ball back and forth. Cameron not getting Cameron moving enough though. Out at the top of his crease, gets big and eats that one up. Oaks will clear the ball. Just under a minute to go in the third. Ball staying with 6 here. Paddleford gathers. Looking to draw some time off the clock. Wouldn't mind a shorthanded goal. There it is.
There it is. You called that, Dave Bathers.
Sometimes I see the future, guys. Just unfortunate. Sid's definitely not gonna be happy watching that one back. Just steps off his line just a minute too early. Paddleford sees that open space and tucks it where his knee used to be.
Yeah, he was anticipating it coming over. He was a little too early moving over. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He was hugging the pipe originally, but I guess he thought he was going far side. Came off of it just enough.
A bit of an unfortunate one there for Sid. Oaks pick up the ball, get a shot on net as time expires. Some hugging going on at center floor, laughing as they break up. That's good to see. Tony, 1 quarter to play, a 4-goal game. What are you telling your bench as the Mustangs?
They've really got the first thing I would kind of clean up is get yourself into the offense a little earlier. They're waiting until they're getting all 5 there before they start doing anything. And so they're already starting their offense anywhere between 13 and 15 seconds. And when you're starting that late in it, you're not going to get many opportunities. It makes it a little easier on the defense. So that would be the first thing I would do. Touch the corners, get the first 3 guys kind of playing, and let the 4th and 5th guy kind of cascade into the offense, right?
Join it in action.
Yeah, that would probably be the first thing I do. I would tell them to get running too, right? When I watched the game last night against the Nor'easters, they got up and out, but that might just be more of a function of the tournament, right? They're on game 4 or game 5 already. What game is this for them?
This is game
4 for them.
Yes.
Yeah, so game 4. So the legs might be starting to play a little bit of a factor here. Paper City's just got to be smart about this, right? They're in the driver's seat, 4-goal lead. You want to keep it 4 goals when you get to that 4-minute mark, so that clock doesn't stop for you, right? That helps you in your favor.
Absolutely. Well, Tony, thank you for your insight there. We got 30 seconds left on the clock there as they switch it over to the 10-minute 4th quarter already. 16 seconds on the penalty kill here for Alex Linder with the hold. Oaks will set up with 3 defenders back. Mustangs with just 4 guys on the floor. Sullivan joins the offensive end late. Referee's ready. Face-off goes. Mustangs will take it. A good opportunity there, unable to find the net. It's going to be over and back, and the penalty's going to release. Alex Linder is going to get there.
Not the way you want to start that.
If they can be quick here, they might have numbers just a second too late as the defenders close the door. Bounce pass over to the lefty side. Swings over Paddleford in front. Unable to put it on net. Back door, unable to connect. The Oaks
There
are
he
pressing.
is.
Ball's up. Defense is back, though. Heth carrying the ball in, waiting for his offensive partners.
So this is what I'm talking about right now. So we're at 13, 12. They finally got him on, and they're starting their offense.
Hess with a spin move, steps around, finds Charlie inside, tucks it away. What an assist.
Well, maybe I take that back. Maybe you only need 12 seconds to operate an offense.
There's plenty of time to get your primary look, which is more than enough here. It's just those secondary, if the first option isn't there, you don't have time to reset and go again. I mean, they're scoring this with 5 seconds on the shot clock. If the defender was there and he had to pull it out, they're not getting their next look. But they're able to beat Cameron to the near pipe. The pickup playing wonders for the Mustangs at this point.
And that's a big goal because now it's a 3-goal difference. So you know there'll be a stoppage of play once we get to the 4-minute mark. So if you can keep in this 3-goal margin, that will definitely help as you move farther out along in the game here. So
that pass will not help the Oaks case.
Yeah.
Able to corral it, but not going to get their offense going until under 10. 8 seconds on the clock now. Hitches, doesn't pull, drops low to the lefty on the crease side. That's not going to help even if he's able to catch it. McKenna.
This is a little tough spot for Paper City. You would think, with 3-goal lead, you're good, but sometimes the coaching staff might be telling them, value every possession, go really deep, kind of only take what the true thing is given to you. But, sometimes it's hard to go from 5th gear to 3rd gear or even the 1st gear.
Yeah, it's a real skill to be able to play at a pace that's just a bit slower, controlling the clock while not just turning it off like you were mentioning. It's not something all teams have, but certainly teams in this league are starting to develop. I thought you guys with the Bears had a really impressive one last night, able to hang on to a win.
Well, thank you.
Good save by Johansson, giving them the opportunity to stay in this game.
That was smart play by defense.
Saves the back over momentarily. Hess in front of the net.
Take your time, 71.
Turned away by Cameron. Arm goes up, though. Heading to the box again, William Prees.
See the replay on that.
Smart taking his time, tries to pull Cameron over. He just doesn't quite get over. I'm not sure if Cameron got a hold of that or if it hit the pipe. It sounded like pads to me. That's not something you see in the replay.
It looks like, Cameron knew he was a righty and he was going to kind of pull back. He was in an awkward position on that kind of break.
That type of experience Cameron has allows for saves like that, to know just those tendencies, not freak out in these moments. A big power play from the Mustangs.
They've been doing this pick down to the bottom left defender. Let's see if they choose to do this again.
Working through the inside to the back of the net, off of Cameron's shoulder, well handled on the rebound. Gets himself in front, but unable to beat him there. Plenty of time on the shot clock, 20 seconds here. Sullivan in the corner lets it rip. Cameron eats it up, moves the ball.
Cameron's really good if you're not getting it off a pass and he has a chance to set up on you. He's got definitely the advantage in that situation.
A good save by Sid. Not undone, but the opportunity in the power play undone by a push in the back here by the Mustangs. Numbers just covered up by the referee as they take a walk to the bench. Looks like there's a 35. Ty Falke going to sit down for 2 minutes. We'll play 4-on-4 for 119. 5 minutes, 55 seconds left. Undoing a critical power play for the Mustangs. When you get in front of the net like that, you create opportunities for fouls, though. We're being rewarded for the quick transition there. In front, Oaks with the chance. Big save out of Sid.
He saw that one all the way.
Moved quickly, able to shut that door.
Both offenses are probably really appreciative of 4-on-4, a little bit more space. Oh, Fertini open, he didn't see him.
Moving the ball quickly, gonna have a break here. Slows it down, looks across to his partner. Rebound off the boards, wow. Sprawling save from Sid Johansson. A check by the Oaks player. Philly needs something on this 4-on-4. Hess in front finds it. Good patience out of him just to continue to move as Cameron holds his position. Hess moves to get him out of position, waiting for the opportunity to hold up. No help coming from the far side. Able to tuck the twister between the legs, finding that gap between the stick and his pad. We have a 5-4 game, 4:28 to go. About to be a short power play for the Oaks. Oaks penalty will be released on possession. One of the intricacies of the running clock we have here at Nationals. Philly killing off this power play, gets in front, doesn't take it to the net. 5-on-5 coming, 14 seconds on the shot clock, a big hit, able to retain possession, works through before the illegal screen knocks the defender into the player's legs. It might have looked like a trip, but the illegal action by the Mustangs caused that domino effect. Good call by the referee there. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Oaks engaging. Looking across up to Alex Linder.
You're definitely trying to take this down to like 5 seconds before you shoot.
Alex working with Paddleford. Paddleford swings across.
Get it on net.
Misses the net, gonna sail into the stands. Mustangs gonna get possession here with 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. It's going to be stop time in under 4 minutes. They're gonna have opportunities here, but first one's gotta come quick. Mustangs have really shut the door recently. Good save from Cameron. Good hit out of the corner, loose ball fought for. Oaks come away with it. Oaks will move the ball up the floor. Their offense would love to see one going. Like you were saying, we still want to drag these possessions out, but you need to find that middle gear that's going to allow you to continue to produce while controlling the game, and I think they just haven't quite found that line. That's not going to do it either. This ball is going to bounce out of play. Souvenir for the fans.
You could live with that one, though, because it was 5 seconds and under, right? You were going to have to shoot in the next couple. And they're saying they're getting it back.
Being called, they're going to maintain possession.
So that's a possession, which I call you stole a possession, right?
Yeah, you get one of those extra ones. This one could be big.
Still want to run your offense, go through it.
Paddleford picking for his brother into Sid Johansson's chest.
I'm not sure I'm too happy of a coach if I see that one.
Yeah, certainly not the look they were hoping for. Unfortunately, loses control of the ball. A whistle blown.
Looks like we got maybe a bench penalty here.
I think it was someone coming off the floor, picking up penalty.
Maybe too many men.
Brian usually has been pretty good about giving us signals. With a slash. 26 yellow, 2 minutes for a slash, 2:06 to go. Another big power play for the Mustangs, trying to claw back within one. Hoof back, if I should say.
Yeah, nice little.
Thanks for laughing at that one, Tony.
Yeah. Mustangs hoof, I get it.
Bears pardon me, I said Claw. Mustangs here. McElwright at the top, Hess on the other shooter.
I like the fact that they're trying a lot of different things. They're not just electing to go straight up.
That was a good look and a good rebound opportunity, but you want to put these on net, run away from the bench side here. 30 seconds to kill, 23 left. They're looking to take this down now as the power play will remain the majority of this game.
You'd love to get a shot on the goalie with 5 seconds or less and a good rebound where you can get a reset off.
Either high off the shoulders into the netting or low off the pads, kicking out in front just like that, but you got to come up with the rebound.
Yeah.
You got to come up with that loose ball.
How was your trip?
Ball going the Mustangs' way. Another opportunity here.
See what kind of action they put a guy behind this last power here, and they elect to do it again.
Picked off. Important defensive play. Cut in the middle. Scores 5-hole.
That might just seal the deal right there.
Sid able to get a piece of it. Fortunately unable to keep it out. 3-goal lead with 47 seconds to go. It's a big ask.
Tough hill to climb by the Mustangs.
Preemptively pulling the goalie from the Mustangs.
Paper City smartly puts 3 back.
Switching goalies, giving the backup an opportunity to play here. Number 0, Alex Rubin, getting in for 45 seconds here to end the game. Time out for the Oaks, just making sure they maintain possession. 43 seconds to go. Not a lot left in this one here. Looking forward to the bracket, the quarterfinals starting here shortly. Spirits fans begin to pour into the building. Our first quarterfinal game on this floor will be the Owls versus the Spirit. In the meantime, the Isotopes will take on the Grizzlies over on the other floor. Blue Squash Productions, if you want to tune into that one. Should be a good game over there. The Isotopes at their first Nationals putting on a good showing. The Spirit at their 4th putting on a great showing so far. 14 goals, 17 goals in their 3 games. Single digits only allowed, scoring 80% of the goals in their game. That's 4 times as many goals for than against. Really impressive stuff. It's going to take something to beat these guys. Hess with an opportunity, drives hard to the net. A big glove save out of Cameron. Arm goes up. We're going to see a penalty as Hess is dumped into the boards.
And Hess has been one of the guys that's been consistently scoring for the Mustangs. So
yeah, good tournament so far. One of the names I circled on my list so far. Great production from the team.
So you'd have to score quickly on this, win a draw, score quickly off of that.
Score very quickly off of that.
Win another draw, score quickly if you want to theoretically.
Anything is possible. You're right, Tony. But not everything happens. That's not going to help.
Yes.
Hess stepping around, unable to put it on the net. A good shot. If he just put it on net, it looked like the opening was there. Sullivan across, able to get one.
Okay, phase 1 of my plan is complete. I don't know how their definition of quick versus my definition of quick may be off by a couple seconds.
I think it might have needed to be a little quicker than that one.
Okay, phase 2, win the draw. Mustangs
teleport
the
ball into the net. Some quantum physics happen. Schrodinger's ball. It's in the net and in the face-off stick at the same time.
If I was the Mustangs forwards here, I would just be backing up. I wouldn't even be going for the ball. Backing up because they would have to score right away. There it is.
That will do
Phase
it.
2.
A timeout called with 1.2 seconds to go.
I don't know if I, like, was that a timeout?
I believe it
What kind of
was.
infraction was that?
I believe I think they had a timeout left. I think they were talking with the referees prior to the face-off, saying they want it, reinforcing the fact that they want it.
Fertini doesn't like that because he had the ball with a chance to transition, and now 1.2. This is almost like an NBA play here where you got to just toss it in and either take an outside shot or a quick tip. You're not getting many options here at 1.2.
Yeah.
Or are they trying to put a little bit more time on? No, it doesn't look. Are they?
Well, in fact, the 2-point line just implemented into the NABLL moments ago.
That messes up my phases. Congratulations, Paper City. Moving on.
They will take on the Nor'easters in an hour and 20 minutes. Again, back on this floor, we'll see the Owls Spirits 1 versus 8. On the other floor, Isotopes and Grizzlies. 2 great games coming up here. Stay tuned. We'll be in touch shortly.
Traditions. They remind us where it all began. A time when lacrosse was more than just a game,
When it was a gift from the Creator.
a sacred rite.